Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Main Street Prowlers.
Hello.
As you can see, we got the blind ref here today. How do you feel about this weekend, you blind ref?
I wasn't at your game.
Are you sure? I guess that's why you were one ref short, right?
Yeah. My voice is still shot.
Oh, God. Did you at least hear about the game this weekend?
Oh boy, did I.
Would you have done better?
Probably not.
Hey, at least we're being honest, right?
Well, you gotta think the head of the officiating is there. How can I be there?
True. But I think he had a little bit of friend though there as well. So let's just be honest. I think he had made about 1,700 enemies that night.
Yeah.
1,700.
And a 1,051 Saturday.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. And it's definitely quite a. It makes me happy though that we had 1,700 people on Friday night.
Home opener.
And pulled out the win
Yeah.
for both games.
A scary win.
You can say that again. A scary one for sure. We probably are gonna have a little bit a rivalry now, even more with Columbus. Even if last year didn't attest to that part, with how much crap went down last year, But either way, Rob, do you have any questions for the blind ref?
Did you see anything?
I never see anything. How can I see
Then
anything?
that's a no answer for me then. He was there. We seen him, but we didn't see him.
I was standing right next to you all night.
Exactly. Well,
So-
correction, Justin was standing next to me.
All right, two people down for Friday night. You know, you're the second person over, and the Saturday night you were
was
3
four.
over.
Oh, 3, yeah.
Why y'all gotta be so literal?
Isn't that what this world's coming to?
Rough.
That's sad. I'm not gonna get into that part. I'm not gonna get into that part. But anyways, this weekend, oh boy, if you did not come this weekend,
You were in a tree.
and this stream did not do it justice. You should have been in that arena. Tempers flared on both sides, not just the
Yeah.
Prowlers.
You know, and I'm gonna say myself too. You know, the Friday night's game there was a lot of really bad calls that shouldn't have been made. You know, and then the guys finally got fed up and took matters into their own hand, and that's what happens. We say this all the time. If things are getting really rough, the refs need to start calling things.
Yeah.
You know, we like it when they let the guys play and, you know, call it even. But, you know, when you let too much go, things get out of hand. You know, and that's Friday night, way too much was being let go.
I think
You know-
these Separatis were there full effect.
You got guys on the ice bleeding and nothing called.
And I'm not even gonna make the comment of who got the better stick, but it's both sides where they were bleeding too.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it was just, you know, the bad calls are against us. I'm saying, you know, it just got way out of hand. You know, just like Saturday night, it looked like the same thing was going to happen. The first, 3 or 4 penalties were against Dragons in the first period. And then the second period, it was like slotted to us and then them. And, you know, it just was not an even situation. It was like, screw both, honestly.
And it's
At times. You know, but there was a lot of, you know, really bad calls Friday night. That was the worst one.
and to go on, we're gonna get a little bit more into this tomorrow night on Around the Minors, but from the looks of it though too, it was actually a bad weekend for both SPHL as well as FPHL.
Oh yes.
And it's because we got David Nippert, who's still in contract with the Prowlers, but is SPHL right now. He got suspended for spearing, which was not a spearing. If you, I'll get the video for tomorrow night, but it was actual cross-checking.
Right.
Justin Bertello played Friday night here, but Saturday night down in Vanderbilt for the Bobcats.
I would like to see the whole video of the Bertello situation because the Bertello one, that just shows what he did. It does not show what may have led up to what he did.
Exactly.
But what he did was, from what I'm understanding, uncalled for.
Yeah.
You know, no need for it. But still, it doesn't show anything that leads up to what caused it.
Exactly.
You know, was he defending one of his players again, like he does here a lot of times, or did somebody, you know, push him too far to, you know, and refs not calling what they need to call?
Exactly. And it's if any of you guys in the that are watching, please make a comment, and if you have anything that may be related to this situation, we want to know. Put it in the comment section, and we'll read it off right away. And it doesn't have to be limited to this situation either. Whatever you want to say, please put it in the comment section. And it's but yeah, that was watching that video though. I'll have that up tomorrow, like I said, and it's just
Speaking of it,
yeah, that's thanks, Mike. Yeah, that was another 8-1 game for the Bobcats.
Right.
And it's and they were outshot, if I remember, drastically, like very bad.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so tempers are gonna flare high when it's that much of a
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
But with that being said, though, there needs to be a point where you be like, okay, this is too much. Either call the game outright, or be like, okay, you're going to the box for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So
I
it's,
still didn't get my. Was it Croup that got out of the box and went back in the game?
that was for the too many men call, though.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what that was.
And it's funny when the even the announcers for multiple teams are saying, why are they calling that penalty off? That's, you know, you are screwing up that much when you're not making a call that's blatantly obviously to other teams.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, my voice is still shot from Saturday Friday.
And
Well,
that is well, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but that's one of the reasons why you didn't stream on yours on Friday night.
Yeah.
Yep.
But also, if you think about during the broadcast of the fight with Crew, their own announcer said that he you had a few choice words for Corey when he scored on Corey, and that's what caused the issue itself. You know, you don't, like we know in any league, any team, you don't confront a goalie. You're gonna have a fight if you confront a goalie.
Especially with Krupp and Corey playing on the same team years back.
Right.
And almost being best friends. If I have the rumor searched correctly. But I guess that's where much of the rivalry, though, too, is when you grow up professionally with a certain person, you know their downfalls as well.
Yeah.
So that's...
Well, that's just the hard part when you have a goalie that plays for a team for a long time, you know, and he gets traded, you know, and then when that team gets to go play against that goalie, they already, you know, they trained with him for so long, they know where to attack on that goalie.
Exactly. And that's a big part of why we have goalie coaches on different teams though now, is because you get switched halfway through and you need to start attacking the game at a different point.
You have different view.
Because you just can't give up the same goals you were back when you were playing with these teams.
Yeah.
So, but either way, Corey was...
He was on his game.
He was a
was-
dominant force,
yes.
especially in Friday, where it could have gone either way.
You know, with all the penalties, you know, the power plays, you know, different issues. He played a heck of a game. Like I tell people, you know, shots on goal don't to me mean a whole lot. It's that quality shot on the goal and the goal that the shots that go in. That's what matters. If you get outshot, like, you know, we got outshot the one game, I do believe, and we still pull it off for the win.
Exactly.
It's the quality shot that matters. It's not the complete amount of shots on that goal.
Yep.
Exactly. And it's
You get the
agree on
occasional
that.
junk when that goes in too. That's that helps you, but you still got to get that quality shot on goal.
and that's where he came through. He shined on those quality shots.
Yeah.
He literally was a brick wall.
Yeah.
And I have for the first one up, they got 39 shots off the first game. And he only let in 2 that first game.
Right.
So that's.
And I'll say the same for Kuhn and for Rutledge. They were on their game.
Yeah, they were.
Especially Kuhn being his very first game, like I said, on
Yes.
Saturday night.
They were both on their game. Again, Prowlers are my team. But I love hockey, and
Right.
you do have to call it how it is. You do.
I thought it was funny that Kuhn looked right at us when we were calling.
Yeah. The first time we did it, he just looked really
You're like,
up
what?
at us like, what?
And that's where he showed his rookie, though. Is like, he's not used to that kind of mindset yet.
Yeah.
Why?
The atmosphere.
And right after that, though, he did get back, and I do give him praise because he did make a quality save right after
Yeah.
that, though.
Oh
So
yeah,
I-
definitely.
and
That's what I'm saying. Prowlers are my team, but we gotta, we love hockey. You gotta call it how it is.
Yeah.
They all the goalies did good out this weekend. They did really good.
And it's, congrats to them, though. It's
Because these scores could be worse than what they were with, what these guys had to play against
exactly.
this weekend.
Oh yeah.
That's
They were
and
playing against 2 people.
yeah, shots were high. Quality shots were even higher. So
Especially Saturday, everything was dead even.
and it's. It had me It had me really nervous both nights. And if anybody heard me, I was very frustrated with
Yeah, this bum wanted to leave.
Yeah,
it's like-
right after the first penalty. I'm out of here.
I was very nervous. It was like, and Kelly, we really can't hear much up here, so that's a good thing. Well, down here, I should say. Of course, right?
You got issues, man.
Well, we all know we have issues, but I'm more music.
I got the most issues.
Hey, at least you don't have to wave at Taco Bell anymore.
And hey, I could have done that what I did earlier before we set up.
No.
Oh yeah, Laura, you.
We need to get some candles down here.
Oh my God. But
Be
yeah,
a bad thing.
Laura, go back and watch those games. I'll screw you, Mike.
What did Mike say?
Chris, wanted to leave a game? That's unheard of.
Yeah.
I hate you all.
I've only walked out in one game and we were losing
I remember that.
12-1.
Yeah.
And that was a Falcon game, and I was invited to the Oktoberfest party they were having in the other arena that night.
yeah.
So
But that's. But yeah, Laura, you really missed a few games.
yeah.
But other than reffing, what were the highlights though? What do you guys want to comment on?
Justin
wins.
Patilla's fighting the wins.
Ooh. Talking about that too. That's
And our attendance, was a good thing
Especially the
this,
first
this
game
weekend.
of the season.
Hopefully, it stays like this for us.
I am going into our fan club really quick to bring up the video not that one.
Not that one.
Yeah.
That's why I said not that one.
Where is it? Where did you post? Did it not post? Let's play this.
Whoa!
I'm here with San Francisco's game-winning goal in overtime. How did it feel to get the first win of the season?
It was great. We felt really good. But the best part was the boys coming on and just celebrating that win.
Hard-fought game. I think, what would you think was the key changing point in the game in the third period?
I mean, we didn't let things get into our head and despair. We played hard, fast, and net, and we ended up winning.
How much did
Yes, I
Portillo
didn't
fire
post
the
it.
team after that?
Did you put it in the
fight
chat?
right after?
I think it was huge.
Ah, yeah, I
Red
did.
just swung along
Oh, yeah, I
after
did.
that. And after that, it was over. We took over.
That's
And
why
how
I
can you guys
posted.
continue to carry the momentum into tomorrow night?
I mean, we just keep going. We just keep doing what we're doing and keep playing our game, and we're going to
Thank
be
you.
successful.
All right, thanks, man.
I was showing Grim at the video.
So I'm gonna. There's my kid.
A pretty baby.
So going into the videos, guys, let's. Justin Portillo, Friday night.
You got two different sides of this fight too, huh? Big credit to Michelle. Oh, come on, let's see. She had the better video. She was right up front.
What's that?
Kelly said. Kelly said, I have upstairs. Let me know if I need to bring it downstairs during intermission. I have air freshener. This one right here, let one rip so bad right before we went live.
Oh, come on. Oh, here she is. Hold on.
Anyways, Laura, how was the Binghamton Black Bears game in person?
When did these fights happen? Oh, that was
That's
last year.
Anyways, we got that though. Let's go back to
That's
this.
Okay.
And then, yeah, the Mike, you're right. That game Friday was that game-winning goal. Especially being a rookie this year. They were at McCallum's on Sunday. The whole team were like McCallum's, and those rookies.
Okay, for the people that aren't from around here,
Yeah.
McCollum's is one of our apple orchards.
One second, guys.
This is created by Michelle Possess. She's up in the section. Where's Bird Maintenance sit? Right behind the announcers. This is the credit by Michelle Possess. I told you I knew it was over. She was right up front and personal with this one.
I love how half their gear comes off during this fight. As you see, it's constantly like flying all over the place.
I just knew we had a better view that one. Because she showed me that one.
But yeah, that's
I just noticed they were playing Sweet Home New York New Year's Eve.
Hey, that's the song that played the Slap Shot.
hey, that's yeah. I don't want to remember that scene though. That kind of disturbed me when watching it as a kid.
Hey, they got to win.
Yeah, they did, but it's like, at what cost, right? But yeah, you ain't wrong, Laura. They always
You gotta behave.
But anyways, before we go to commercial break, remember, we have new merch coming up every day on MainStreetBlueWater.com. You can watch all our previous episodes as well as for the new shows as well. We have a few new shows coming up in the next 6 months or so. We just premiered one last week around the minors. That's going to be on Tuesdays. We're going to have several more premiering. And we're going to be, another big announcement, we're going to be at Comic-Con. Like we said on our Facebook, we're going to be at Comic-Con on November 20th at at the Port Huron Convention Center, and that's 11 to 6 on November 20th.
Are we gonna be live?
We will be going live throughout the day, and we'll be raffling off old hockey jerseys as well as a Port Huron Prowlers one that's signed. We'll have our partners Blue Water Paranormal Research with us that day. We'll be selling merch, anything from comic books, our clothing line online to whatever your Comic Con needs are. So let's just hope that the blind ref makes an appearance a little bit.
Well, we'll see.
But
He was planning on being there for the whole day, but he was told he may not be able to be there for the whole day.
we'll see, right?
Yeah.
But
I'll be there towards the end.
with that, remember to go to MainStreetBelowWater.com again. And with that, we'll be right back after these commercial breaks.
Hey guys, it's Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back to you from behind the scenes. I'm with Mitz today, and Mitz and I are here to give you guys some examples of things the guys would like on the bus trip. Mitz, do you think the guys would like granola bars? What about fruit and vegetables? Okay, not vegetables, but how about fruit? Cases of water? What about some Powerade and Gatorade? Well, there you have it. Some true facts of what Mitz thinks our boys should have on the road trips. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
Well, not really. I got the beat. Oh, Elite Wrestling tomorrow, guys. If you're on wrestling. Hey. I can't believe I let myself get caught. I thought that one was good.
Hey there, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kelly.
You might remember One Love Weekly used to be called One News Weekly. Well, that was season 1, and now we're coming into season 2. We've changed up the format, and we're bringing the news to you in a more personal issue. We're gonna give you more real-life situations to react to these news stories, and how you can love thy neighbor more. And I'm excited to bring on my co-host and correspondent, Kelly.
That's me. And hey, wherever you're listening to, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever platform suits your fancy, just make sure that you give us a subscribe and a follow and a share and whatever else you want to do. Make sure that you tell your friends about us.
And I hope you enjoy for the future episodes.
Hey, this is James Woolman here from Great Lakes Gaming. Are you looking for an excuse to get out of the house? Well, if so, we're your excuse. We have Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering games all week long. We run leagues, and we're also open 7 days a week. Every Thursday, we are running disc golf leagues at Highland Woods Middle School from 5 to 7, all through the spring and summer. Recently, we have become part of the WPN network of Wizards of the Coast. We're going to be starting trivia on Tuesdays, and we run a Super Smash tournament the first Saturday of every month. So that should be plenty of reasons for you to get out of the house.
Oh my God, Rob. And we're back. If you didn't hear that.
Oh.
This is why I love you, Rob.
But this is the fun part about being live.
Yeah.
It is. It's the fun part about
Just
being
heard the
live.
goal horn. Just noticed upstairs.
Oh my God.
The goal horn's coming from our feed.
Yeah.
But if anybody ever noticed too, when my phone rings, that's why I went with the ringer I went with. It's a goal horn.
Mm-hmm. I was like, I just love the fact that he has no filter.
No. All right, we got to get.
Yeah.
It's time to get on to stats and stuff. For
Yes,
the weekend.
yes.
We're in our second group. So.
But let's start with this first one though.
Hey, you can't help me, man.
Who said that? Who said it?
Grimmett.
And I actually.
Nope.
No, yeah.
Mine was no.
For a second, I was thinking that it was a little bit too loud, but it may be a little bit too loud, but it's made it for a perfect segment right there. And yes, we're starting already, Grimmett. But let's start off on this though. 39-38 in shots. 16-12 starting off in the first period. That's where everyone was starting to get pissed. 11-10 for Columbus in the second, and then 12-15 for Columbus and for Port Huron. So let's. So 39 for Columbus, 38 for Port Huron, because Port Huron got the lone goal in the overtime period.
Yep.
So that's a plus. That's something that we're getting better on, because we used to not get as many shots as we are now.
Right.
So.
Yeah, but you gotta think though, if on a breakaway, especially who's getting the breakaways, he usually scores.
Mm-hmm. And you have to give Dalton J that applause, because if it weren't for him, we wouldn't get half our goals like the beauty they are.
He's dangerous on a breakaway.
But third star, Justin Portillo, getting 1 goal and a fight. Too bad it wasn't on Gordie Howe hat trick. It was that close though. It was that close. Mm-hmm. Second star, very well deserved, Corey Simons.
Oh yeah, definitely, well deserved.
And then first star, Stavros Salas, 1 goal and 0 assists, and he's going to be one of those breakout rookies that we have this year. So if we could get him called up to the SPHL, that'll be a huge loss for us.
Yeah.
Is that why you didn't get any stars from the Saturday's game? Because you got a star from Fridays?
No, they don't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they don't matter.
Okay.
We got the scoring going early though. 3:42 into the first. One of the new veterans to our team, Molovac, scored off assist from Dalton J and Alex Johnson, which was a beautiful goal within itself. So I'm gonna just put it at that. And then the second, in the second, 7:36 into the second, we should remember this name from the very first season of the Prowlers. Robert Van Westberg. He was with us the very first season.
Yeah.
And he got the Columbus's first goal, assisted by Zachary Zargis and Noah Doyle. I hate to say it, but that was another beautiful goal as well.
Yeah.
And I give him props for that one. And then 15:34 into the second, Columbus scored again to go up 2-1. And Austin Doe, assisted by Josh Petriano and Richard Pekoski. So another former Prowler scores against us. And that's one of the dangerous things, like you were saying before, is that they both played with us. They know how our goalie is. But even that, Corey switches up a lot.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He's good.
But to give us back our hope again, 10:35 into the third, Justin Portillo scores, assisted by Dustin Henning and Austin Fairley. It's nice to have Dustin Henning back though too, because he got his professional start down in St. Clair Shores with the Fighting Saints and was able to come up here.
Yeah.
So when we lost him to Danville, that was actually quite sad. So to have him back and to have him as a captain as well, that's well deserved. But 1:45 into the overtime period, Stavros Salas assisted by Alex Johnson, and that gives us the 3-2 win. And we have a runner. And going into this penalty summary, that's
It's huge.
yeah, this will take up the rest of the statement, just that, right? But no, penalty summary 207. It started off kind of good. Columbus getting a too many men penalty, 2-7 into the period, and then unsportsmanlike 4:48 into the period, and then Joe Pace for Prowlers. That was a deserved one though. He should have went for that one. And Portillo and Rutledge got back to back at 4:48 as well. Portillo for roughing and Rutledge for tripping. And then 10:24 into the first, interference for Columbus. And that's Robert Van's, I can't pronounce his last name. 10:42 into the second, though, Jay Krupp went off for unsportsmanlike conduct. And 17:20 into the second is when all hell kind of broke loose in this game. Alex Johnson, unsportsmanlike, Levy Armstrong, roughing, and unsportsmanlike conduct, and Alex Johnson roughing as well. 17:28, abuse of officials, only a minor though, for Molovac, which I'm surprised he didn't deck the ref at that point.
I was like, oh wow.
And that's the ref would have deserved that one though. He got.
Yeah, but then he'd been gone for the season.
Yeah, true.
So you don't want to go that far.
But that shows his restraint in a game that was well tempered.
I don't even remember what led to that. I think he was just, because the calls that weren't being called.
Exactly.
It was a situation in that he was, telling the ref, come on now,
And we're glad that he didn't get suspended for that one.
Yeah, he only got a 2-minute minor, which is a shock usually. Abuse of the official, you're ejected out of the game, and a game suspension.
Exactly.
At least one usually.
It's just taking it easy on him. We got a comment from Grimmett.
Yeah, that was a well placed argument. That's but it was definitely it was needed. It was to get them off their arses.
Yeah.
So let's be honest, because I totally want to say. But going back into that though, 1928 into the second, Cade Lambden got a slashing minor for putting her on. 8:02 into the third, Matt Graham got. I'm surprised he didn't get more for the punch to the face. Just a roughing 2-minute minor.
Yeah.
But.
Was that the one where he cut up alongside him, came from behind, got up alongside him, and went, wow?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah. But it's like that was another thing where it's like he was going to the ref like.
Yeah, I was shocked he didn't get a major for that one.
Yeah.
On our side, when we were doing the puck drop, Matt Grant told Paul Jean, come on, drop the puck. He wasn't even dropping the puck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there was times where before anybody was in he was just dropping it.
Like,
before both players in the face-off circle, he would drop it.
Exactly.
Or hit the net and just let it play.
Actually, that one didn't hit the net. It hit the glass, but when they hit the boards, that's why the net shook. It did hit the glass.
But it's just like the argument though is that they had been calling that all night up until that point. So I was like, What the hell?
Yeah, because when they hit the boards, that's what was causing the net to shake up above. But kicking the net off too, that was a lot last Friday night.
Friday night, that's especially
He was kicking
in
it off.
Columbus.
And that's what led to Corey kicking it off himself as well, because he's like, "Come on, you gotta."
Yeah.
This is exactly what he's doing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, that's all right. Oh, so I'll say, come on, you gotta say something. If you're gonna let him do it, like I can't do it.
Exactly. So it's we need to do something. I know there's a work shortage, but this penalty summary tells it all. Come on. But 10:37, right after the goal, Justin versus Justin. Schmidt
All right,
versus
Justin.
Schmidt versus Portillo fighting, and then 13:31 into the third, Noah Doyle delay of game for Columbus because that was when they shot the puck over the glass, right?
Yeah, that was way up over the glass.
Yeah.
And that they were arguing at first about even calling it.
And it's oh god, I'm not even gonna say it or what I want to say either because I know I'm gonna regret it later.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know
And
who's watching.
And then 14-19, we go on to the 5-on-3. Justin Pietriano got high sticking. And then 15:45, Justin Portillo got high sticking. And 18-17 in the third, Schmidt gets called for hooking. And I do not want to answer that. I probably should go like that.
Yeah.
And that was actually a pretty long game. Starts at 7:14, ends at 10:06.
Yeah.
So
Attendance of that night was
17:03.
the biggest attendance since
The
the
championship,
championship game.
Yeah.
which was 1996.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird because I was thinking about it. 1996 was the very first year of the Border Cats.
Yeah.
So it's if that foretells being that was the longest serving team in Memorial since the Flags, and getting 1996 for Prowlers, and now we're the longest serving team since the Flags.
How long has the flags been?
The original Flags were 62 to 81, so almost 20 years.
Come on, let's go 21. Woo! Oh, hey, your TV is saying hi. If his lady is saying
Of
hi.
course, when I put that.
All right, let's see. Let's watch some Disney Plus. All right.
No. But there we go. That's back up. But yeah, that was kind of an interesting game. Comments on this game. What? I want to go more in depth in this one, or do you not want to?
I think we spoke our piece at the beginning of the show about this game.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Yeah.
But Michael, you have anything before we move on?
Yeah, I definitely want to hear that piece from Grummett.
Or you want me call you? That TV isn't logged out into my streaming. Sorry.
No Disney Plus for you.
You're welcome.
Okay. I'm going right away on this one.
Okay.
Michael said call me. Here comes Grimmett. See?
He dropped something. He's a little man up there.
I think it's funny.
Oh yeah.
You alright?
All right, we got Grummett back on the line.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Y'all got me on here, I tell you. I'm not going to tell a lie. That first game on Friday night, whoo. You know, listen, if you're going to talk about something and you don't want to get in trouble, that's my job. That's always been my job. That's always will be my job. No matter what transpires, what happens. So let's talk about that little situation on Friday with the referees. Gene and Scarpace, I believe that what they were. Gene, head of referee. Great guy off the ice, but man, I tell you, I'm not going to say too much about it, but every time he teams up with Scarpace, it's like you get a 1 out of 10 chance of fair referee. And that's probably what held true Friday night. Mind you, I'm on the way to another hockey game listening to this one. I'm like, for real though? This is going on? Seriously?
And that reminds me, I need to bring out what you sent, the picture that you sent to one of our chats too.
You're funny, Michael.
And that's the game that he went to. San Diego Gulls. I brought up the picture where you're standing with the mascot.
Yeah, with Gulliver. And I'm not going to lie, I wish I could sit on tomorrow's show also, but unfortunately, I will probably be indisposed by the time y'all get on. But I would literally love to if I get a chance to explain how they're like too. But let's get back to the Prowlers real quick. I am so glad the Prowlers played over the heads of the referees Friday night because truthfully, they were not getting anything.
Exactly.
They weren't getting anything at all. Man, it was ugly. Especially when I saw it, it was real ugly. Even the abuse of officials call, yeah, warranted, yes. But seriously? Come on, FPHL, do a better job. I know it's early in the season. I get it. I understand it. And Chris, I'm not trying to get you guys in trouble. You know, if anything falls from the league, it's on me. You can hit me up in Southern Cal. I give you my address, my phone number, you know, whatever the case may be. It's all good. But in all retrospect, I love the league. I love it for wholeheartedness for what it does. But Friday night, I'm glad the Prowlers won. I'm so glad, especially the overtime goal. Man, what a shot. I loved it. That's right. That's my perspective on Friday. I know y'all ain't go Saturday yet, but go ahead and continue on. I'm done. I'm not going to vent no more Friday. If I vent any more, I have to be on the show. So.
Yeah, that's... that Friday night was just horrible.
Yeah.
But...
hit.
Goal! Laura, we do come play in Binghamton. I do have the dates right here too.
I can tell you the dates for Binghamton are November 19th and November 20th.
Right, and that's one of those dates we will be actually at Comic-Con too, so. And I can't wait for those games though, because that's a beautiful arena.
Yeah, I wish I could go to that one.
Hey, Mike, stay on the microphone.
That's a trouble day.
Right, and it's but with that though too, and Laura, maybe next season, we were invited this season to come to Binghamton, but unfortunately we don't have the funds to come to Binghamton this year. And I hope it's huge because with 5,000 people coming.
It was sold out.
Yeah.
It was announced it was sold.
5,000 people though.
Hey Mike, don't hang up after commercial break.
Sure, I'll be here. I got a few minutes.
All right.
But,
I got a few minutes.
With that though, we are about to go to our next commercial break though. Remember, MeanStreetBlueWater.com, all our merch. You can check out us, our shows, any of our shows. And buy our merch. We do have new stuff coming every day. You can check out Blue Water Paranormal and that, as well as all of our nerd stuff as well. I'll be honest, we're nerds. But
Definitely.
But with that though, we'll be right back after these commercial messages.
Rob, I still run a Commodore 64.
Hey guys, it's Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back to you from behind the scenes. I'm with Mitz today, and Mitz and I are here to give you guys some examples of things the guys would like on the bus trip. Mitts, do you think the guys would like granola bars? What about fruit and vegetables? Okay, not vegetables, but how about fruit? Cases of water? What about some Powerade and Gatorade? Well, there you have it. Some true facts of what Mitts thinks our boys should have on the road trips. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
Well, not really. I got the league wrestling tomorrow, guys. You're on wrestling. I can't believe I let myself get caught. That one was good.
Hey there, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kelly.
You might remember One Love Weekly used to be called One News Weekly. Well, that was season 1, and now we're coming into season 2. We've changed up the format, and we're bringing the news to you in a more personal issue. We're gonna give you more real-life situations to react to these news stories, and how you can love thy neighbor more. And I'm excited to bring on my co-host and correspondent, Kelly.
That's me. And hey, wherever you're listening to, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever platform suits your fancy, just make sure that you give us a subscribe and a follow and a share and whatever else you want to do. Make sure that you tell your friends about us.
And I hope you enjoy for the future episodes.
Hey, this is James Woolman here from Great Lakes Gaming. Are you looking for an excuse to get out of the house? Well, if so, we're your excuse. We have Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering games all week long. We run leagues, and we're also open 7 days a week. Every Thursday, we are running disc golf leagues at Houndwoods Middle School from 5 to 7, all through the spring and summer. Recently, we have become part of the WPN network of Wizards of the Coast. We're going to be starting trivia on Tuesdays, and we run a Super Smash tournament the first Saturday of every month. So that should be plenty of reasons for you to get out of the house.
James out of straw.
Oh.
I got my dinner.
And we're back, guys. Thank you, Rob, again for doing that distraction right when I turn the mic. But anyways,
All right. Okay, let me get to my little speech. Let me get to this real quick. Since I know we got some officials from the league going on, I just want to clarify a couple things real quick. A, I understand it's early in the season. You guys have a job to do. I appreciate the job is being done by the FPHL officials. Yes, we are hockey fans. Yes, we say things to the referees that are not can be a little out of sort sometimes, but we do tell the truth sometimes too. But we really appreciate you guys' job of what you guys do. I know my opinion stating that every time Gene and Scarface get together, it's like you don't know what you're going to get. I mean, from my personal opinion of view, it is. It's been like that since I've been watching the Prowlers since the first season. And yes, I admit, the Prowlers always get off to a slow start. And refereeing sometimes is okay. But at the same point in time, I'm not taking anything away from the game of hockey. I love the game of hockey. I love what the referees do. I love what they are about, and I love the way they come in and for the league to strive and survive. I do have my opinion sometimes. For that, I apologize. But at the same time, remember, I'm not the only hockey fan there, so is everybody else. But on that note, as for the referees, please keep doing your jobs. And I understand that you call the game how you call the game. And so, therefore, keep doing your job. That's all I'm going to say about that, man.
and definitely can't please everybody. So please, keep on calling it the way you call it. All right?
Yeah. All right. Now, on that note, since I'm hanging around for a little bit of time and since I did my piece right there, let's get started with game number 2.
Hang on for 1 minute. I got to give a shout out to Kevin. Hello, Kevin.
How you doing, Kevin?
Hi, Kevin. Kevin, for those that know, Kevin is one of the Main Street Prowlers' dearest and most wonderful fans, just like all you guys out there who watch the show. We give shout outs, say hi. We shout outs to Laura, Kevin, and everybody else who watches the show. We appreciate y'all watching the show and keep on watching because you miss some if you don't watch it, you'll miss some very good stuff. Just to give you a heads up. Very good hockey stuff to give you a heads up. All right. Ready, gentlemen?
Yeah, we're ready, Michael.
So what did you think of Saturday night's game, Mike?
Saturday night's game, it was a perfectly mix of a fun zone for Casey's Kids Zone. First one at the McMorran Arena. You see the Prowlers win 3-2 on some excellent hockey. I was able to watch the game, and I got to admit, it was very wonderful. Prowlers scored first in the first period. Columbus scored in the second period, and the Prowlers overtake them 2-1 in the third period. Shots on goal. Port Huron leads the shot war 14-9 in the first period. Columbus comes back 13-8 in the second period. And Columbus also storms in for another lucky or unlucky 13 for a total of 35 total shots for Columbus. And Port Huron has 7 in the third period for a shot total of 29. Your 3 stars are as follows. First star, Dalton J., which I believe was the Prowlers' leading goal scorer, with 2 goals, with 2 points of that game. Second star is Zachary Fresher. Please, if I butcher your name, I apologize. But he had 2 assists in the game. Third star is hometown grown Port Huron's own Austin Federley with 1 assist. And that was a very good assist as that.
Yeah, it was.
First period scoring, only 1 goal happened at 13:09 as even strength goal by the Port Huron Prowlers, scored by Isaiah Crawford with the assist to Zachary Bashura and Alex Johnson. Meanwhile, in the second period, at 13:47, the even strength goal Columbus gives back by hometown favorite in Columbus, or formerly of Carolina, Jay Krupp, assisted by M.J. Graham. The third period goals are as follows. At 6:44, Columbus opens up the scoring. with a goal scored by Levi Armstrong. And the Power Killers, once again, assist goes to Austin Doe and Josh Petro Antonio. And then the third period again at 9:05, Port Huron ties the game. Once again, my main man, Dalton J, with the assist by Matt Graham and Zachary Fishura. And then the shorty with the 40 at 16:40. Once again, Dalton J scores with assist goes to Austin Federer. And I gotta admit, that shorthanded goal, beautiful by Dalton J. I'm not gonna say like Dalton J goals are always beautiful, but that one was very special right there.
Very special, yeah.
Now we go to the penalty summary. For the first period at 15:51, Robert Van Weinsberg of Columbus get an interference call. Then again at 17:35, Columbus gets another penalty. L.A. Sipissin, excuse me if I butcher your name, I apologize for that, gets called for cross-checking. Then at 19:12, a short 5-on-3 happens. Josh Petro Antonio gets called for hooking. Then, second period penalties are as follows. Joe Pace Jr., glad to see him back on skates. I'm not going to lie. But you know, Joe Pace can play good and be a fool on the ice. This time, I'm sorry, Joe. I love you. But you get called for cross-checking at 8:04 in the second period. Austin Federer gets called again at 8:41 for delay of game minor. So that means the Prowlers down 5-on-3. Then at 13:47, a couple of penalties happen. Jake Krupp for unsportsmanlike conduct for Columbus, and Alex Johnson for Port Huron roughing. Then at 15:30, Matt Graham gets called for a slash. Man, that was a hard hit right there. Then going for 24 seconds ago in the second period, that's at 19:36, Nick Manzo for Port Huron gets called for delay of game. Third period penalties are as follows. 11:04, Joe Pace gets called for roughing. Then at 11:09, Rich Letty gets called for Columbus, gets called for tripping. And to finish it off, Joe, we love you. Thank you for coming home. We love you. And this, you get to end off penalties at 15:30, high sticking. The officials were Paul Jean and Evan Kornacki. The linesmen, Nick and Tobin, and I'm not butchering Nick's name because I'm sorry. And Tobin, I know it's Hernandez. Start time 6:11, and end time was 8:43. Normal 2.5-hour game. The attendance there was 10:51. Comments, gentlemen, on Saturday night.
So both games, we got over 1,000.
Yeah.
Really good.
And those were definitely treats to every fan that came out too.
Yeah.
So it's.
They said that this year's the most season tickets ever sold.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it either. Coming off a pandemic like this.
Yeah.
That's. And
well, in the price, the price, especially if you did the early bird, it was really cheap.
Yeah, it was.
$200 for the 25 games, for early bird.
exactly.
$8 a ticket, it breaks it down to.
So that's.
Now if you want to go, it's what, $15 a ticket?
Exactly.
So almost half price.
And so that's definitely worth it. But I do want to play because, like you said, that's where everything went down when Jake Krupp and Alex Johnson got those penalties.
Buries it from the slot, ties up the game 1-1, and now we've got a kerfuffle if I've ever seen one. Jake Krupp had some words for Corey Simon after he buried that one, and this has created a full-blown melee. It's 5-on-5, everyone's tackling everyone. Graham and Federer are tied.
Oh.
That was right in our corner, yeah. And God, I need to play that one again because I was switching camera angles. So,
I believe Paul Jean choked. No, he didn't choke the players. All the players calmed down.
No, that's just him trying to get him off of somebody. That's all it is. No choking involved there. That's what most referees do when they try to break up players on and off the ice, when they try to break them up, try to break things apart. Now, you got to remember, Gene's a big guy. So, therefore, Gene's a big, strong guy. So, he's got to do what he got to do to break up the players. And this is what he does. Gene, as a referee, does his job. That's what it's called doing your job right there. Do what's necessary. Now, if he body slams him, that's a whole other story. Which didn't happen there. Gene tried to break him up.
Yep.
and he's definitely not afraid to do it either.
He's probably telling him to calm down.
You know, and you know what? That's actually one thing I actually respect about Gene. You know, yeah, I give him some. I'm not gonna lie. We're hockey fans. I give him some, but at the same time, I respect Gene there. I do, because he will tell you to stop. If you don't stop, he's like, listen, you gotta stop.
Right.
Well, unless I'm not gonna fight you. I'll go to the game first, but you know, you gotta stop. You gotta chill. So,
I got a good example of that. You know, one of the Silver Six games me and my son were working, McDougal told the two players to quit, and they wouldn't quit, and he picked each of them up by their waist and carried them both to the penalty box.
Oh my god, that's perfect. Huh.
the job of a referee. I mean, I love it.
But with that though, current standings for the FPHL though, and first Danbury, who's only played 2 games, they had this weekend off. They are technically 2-0, but they're one win, 0 losses, 1 overtime win, 0 overtime losses for 5 points and an .833 win percentage. Second is Watertown, 3-1, and third is Binghamton at 3-1 as well. And fourth is Carolina, which is the lowest they've been in years, and it's they're 2-2. And fifth is your Port Huron Prowlers, 1-1 for 6 points and getting an equal 500%. And sixth is a Columbus at 0-1 with a 167 win percentage, and yet to win a game or even go into overtime is Delaware Thunder 0-4. But they do have a plus, so Delaware scoring 14 goals against 27, so they're bound to break out of the gate.
Yeah, eventually.
So even though they're 0-4, I find them as still a threat. So they're a threat for this league, guys. I'll be honest. But I don't know what about you, Mike.
Not to mention, it's early.
Exactly.
We're only, 4 games in?
Yeah, and they have Ryan Marker back on the team as well, so that's they're even more of a threat now. But coming into this weekend, though, wrong tab.
Portillo that's gone, and Austin Weber.
Oh yeah.
SPHL.
Portillo was up with Bobcats, and then I think Weber went to Fayetteville, right? Binghamton, Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham. Birmingham.
Yeah.
You went to Birmingham.
But let's get into these this weekend's games. So Port Huron is home again against Danbury on Friday and Saturday, which is going to be interesting because Danbury is going to be traveling after playing a home game on Wednesday against Watertown. So let's see how that one works out for them. Friday night, 7:05 start time against Danbury Hat Tricks. What are your guys' predictions
What?
for Friday?
Friday, I say there's going to be a fight, and I say 3-0 for Huron.
Okay. He's going for the shutout. How about you, Mike?
I'm not gonna lie. I've seen the 2 Danbury games at the beginning of the season. Danbury scares me. But they're coming from Watertown to here. The game will be a lot closer than what you think it would be. Give me like a 5-4 score, Port Huron.
Regulation?
Regulation, yes.
I'm gonna agree with Mike on that. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game like the last two. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. I think it's gonna be a tough fight game. But I'm gonna say Port Huron.
Right. And so I'm gonna say I'm gonna agree with the high score, but it's gonna be another like 7-5 game myself for Port Huron. And how about you, director?
I'm seeing 7 for us.
Okay. And Mike K says it's going to be interesting because Danbury has a lot of them only playing home games, so that could play a lot of.
Yeah, that could play a lot into the effect too. Yeah.
So, but also going into this third game for them Saturday night as well at 7:05. So that's going to play in a lot to the people that actually drove with them and played at the home as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are your thoughts on Saturday night then? Let's go with you, Rob, again.
All right, so this one is not going to go in overtime. It's going to stay in the regulation. It'll be 4-3 us
How about you, Mike?
with a fight.
Okay, y'all gonna hate me. I'm gonna tell you, I'm be the most hated guy in the group today, and probably along Prairie Huron, Prowlers. The way Danbury played Prairie Huron the first two games, I think Danbury's gonna steal this one. It'll be an overtime win by Danbury, 4-3.
He swore double time.
Yep.
Yes, I scored.
Hey,
Yes,
hey,
I
wait.
scored.
When you get here, you're already owed a punch on one of our
Hey,
broadcasts.
doesn't Chris get one because of Friday?
And that's right.
Oh, God. Yes, I forgot about that. Damon, what did you thought about Saturday?
I'm gonna say 4-2 empty netter us.
I'm going to say line brawl with a 5-4 win.
And I also say Dalton Jay's gonna get his hat trick.
Yes, he deserves it.
He always got the hattie Saturday.
I don't like how they did that though. If you get a hat trick, great. But try and push a guy to get a hat trick, they could have screwed our game.
Yeah.
Honestly, they could have, cost us the game.
Just pucked it
Yeah,
right in.
that's all it takes is, lose control once and somebody else breaks away and gets the shot. I don't like it when, if you got a high enough lead, fine to do that. But when a game is close, no, you don't try and get that hat trick.
Exactly.
You don't try and get your player a hat trick.
But that's
What do you think, Mike, on that one?
I mean, honestly, it can go 50-50 either way. If the guy's open, however, that's a whole nother different story.
Yeah, but they were
Yes,
trying
he
to
wants
get
a hat
him.
trick.
Oh,
That's your top scorer.
right. They were trying to get every time they got the puck, even when he wasn't completely open, giving him the puck to try and get him the hat
But
trick.
at the same time, though, NHL guys do it too.
Yeah, and I don't agree. Like I said, I don't agree on that because you could really screw your game.
I mean, that's true. I do say that. I do see what you're saying at that point. But at the same time, it goes on all levels. NHL guys do it. SPHL guys do it. Everywhere down does it. And you can get away with it if you try to. Luckily, the Prowlers got away with it Saturday.
Yeah. As a fan, it scares me because especially when the game's already a nail biter. Penalties not going the way they should go, and
Right.
Yeah.
There's one boo boo and we go in overtime.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I understand. I get it.
Because we can fall that under the Michigan State and Michigan game the one year, fumble the ball in the end zone, or right next to the end zone, and when you should have took a kneel, just down the ball.
That look right there. I'm sorry, I had to do that since you brought that up.
I'm just saying, as a sports fan, there's times you don't do certain things. You just, as a fan, you don't want to see that. You don't.
Anyways, with that note, though,
everybody have a good night.
Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
And then remember, as we're leaving, go to MainStreetBlueWater.com to check out all of our past episodes and where we're going to be at in the future. And with that, have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Hey guys, it's Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back to you from behind the scenes. I'm with Mitz today, and Mitz and I are here to give you guys some examples of things the guys would like on the bus trip. Mitz, do you think the guys would like granola bars? What about fruit and vegetables? Okay, not vegetables, but how about fruit? Cases of water? What about some Powerade and Gatorade? Well, there you have it. Some true facts of what Mitz thinks our boys should have on the road trips. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
Well, not really. I got to be elite wrestling tomorrow, guys. If you're on wrestling. Hey. I can't believe I let myself get caught. That one was good.
Hey there, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kelly.
You might remember One Love Weekly used to be called One News Weekly. Well, that was season 1, and now we're coming into season 2. We've changed up the format, and we're bringing the news to you in a more personal issue. We're gonna give you more real-life situations to react to these news stories, and how you can love thy neighbor more. And I'm excited to bring on my co-host and correspondent, Kelly.
That's me. Hey, wherever you're listening to, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever platform suits your fancy, just make sure that you give us a subscribe and a follow.
Hey, this is James Woolman here from Great Lakes Gaming. Are you looking for an excuse to get out of the house? Well, if so, we're your excuse. We have Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering games all week long. We run leagues, and we're also open 7 days a week. Every Thursday, we are running disc golf leagues at Highland Woods Middle School from 5 to 7, all through the spring and summer. Recently, we have become part of the WPN network of Wizards of the Coast. We're going to be starting trivia on Tuesdays, and we run a Super Smash tournament the first Saturday of every month. So that should be plenty of reasons for you to get out of the house.